So today we're going to be tackling gaps that we have in the bumpers. Hopefully this helps anybody out. We're going to tackle the rear bumper gaps. And also I'm going to give you guys another tip as far as fixing gaps on the hatch and the hood. This could possibly help somebody else out. So I'm going to give that towards the end of the video as well. I finally got the bumper off and I'm comparing the brackets here to see what difference there is, and not much on the tabs here. The piece that was loose is this middle one right here, and it seems very similar to the other one. The other one might be raised a tad bit from this old bracket, and this one's a little less high, I guess. But the one that I did notice a difference is this one right here. So you could see it's kind of bent and it's a little up. And on this one, it's a lot lower. There you go. You can see it there. So if anything, if you have this gap problem with your rear bumper, maybe try to get your bracket and lower the tabs a bit more, and maybe the bumper will finally grab instead of just buying a new one. That could be a little trick there, but I wouldn't have known to do that if it wasn't for me buying this new one here. So we're just gonna slap the new one on since we have it, and hopefully everything fits properly. If not, we could always lower the tabs and make the gap a bit smaller so it could grab onto the bumper a lot better. So it possibly gives you a better fitment there. So yeah, let's go. Let's install this bracket onto the tail lights, put it back onto the car, and see what the difference is. All right, well, everything's back installed. It did make a difference. The gap that you used to see here is a lot closer to the tail light. So let me see if I could get it brighter here. There you go. So it definitely worked out. Changing that support beam for the tail light made the gap pretty much disappear. It's sitting pretty much flush here on this side. So if you're running into this problem, just buy the support beam, just buy a new one, or you could try to kind of like clamp the tabs a little bit closer and have a less gap within the beam, so it could actually grab onto the bumper a lot better and potentially eliminate the gaps that are right here. So that's a quick tip there if you guys are running into the same problem. Everything else looking pretty good. It's looking pretty flush. And here's the part number for the passenger beam as well, if you are interested in it. There it is. That's the passenger beam. Well, something else that I want to let you guys know is if you're running into gaps on your hatch or even on your hood, there's a way to raise it or lower it. And I didn't know this until I was reading about it and trying to figure out how I could fix my gaps. I still don't know how to kind of like get this closer to the right here. So if anybody has any suggestions, just let me know. But as far as raising it, this gap right here, as far as raising it and lowering, all you have to do, which helped me a ton as well, is the stoppers here. The stoppers that are on both sides, you could actually twist them to either raise it or lower it. As you can see, there's, let's see, try to raise the, so you can see there's 3 different lines here. So as you twist, it either puts it closer to the hatch, or if you you know, turn it the other way, if you loosen it, it makes it go a bit longer. So it kind of would help you out with that if you're trying to fix that gap. So it helped me out a ton, only because my hatch is hitting right here. So when I would go over bumps, it would actually hit and make a huge noise. But not anymore, now that I raised it, but it's still uneven. So I still have to fix it real quick. But as soon as I figure out how to move the hatch a little to the right or to the left, I'll get on that and fix this gap. As you can tell, it's kind of bad. Just gotta move it a little bit to the right. So on the hood, you could do the same exact thing. You see the stoppers are actually here on the support. There's one right here on the left side and one right here on the driver's side. I mean, one right here on the driver's side and one right here on the passenger side. Same idea. You could twist left or right to raise it or lower it. So in case you had a gap on your hood, let me close this thing. So you could lower the gap between the hood and the bumper here just by twisting those stoppers there. So if you need it to sit a bit closer, you can. It's kind of sitting good, so I'm not really gonna mess with this. I kind of wanted to just put this out there because fixing gaps could be a hassle. Fixing you know, panel gaps and stuff like that is kind of annoying, and trying to figure out how to do it is tough. So hopefully this helps somebody out there. And you know, if you need to fix gaps on your rear bumper, you know, buy the support beams. Even on the front, probably buy the support beams on the light as well. Probably help you with the gaps there as well. And then of course the little tip I gave you guys for the stoppers on the hatch and the hood, that makes a huge difference. So go ahead and test it out, see what works best for you. But yeah, like I said, I hope this helped everybody. And that's it, a little short video.